Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In case you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Tosin, and in case you've been here before, you already know you are welcome back, my Reggie. On here, we talk on self-improvement, self-development, and everything nice. So today, we're going to be talking on basic feminine ethics. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So guys, before I start this video, this is no shape or form telling you how to act as a lady, but in case you know you want to be more feminine and stuff, right, these are a few things that I do right, and I feel like I should share with you guys. So the first thing is you need to learn how to carry yourself. The way you carry yourself is very important. Now what I mean by that isn't just the way you walk. I talked about this in one of my videos, I think in my investment kind of video or something, right? Where I talk about the way you carry yourself, your confidence is very important, right? People will always judge you, they always relate with you, they always communicate with you with the way you carry yourself. It's not people is judging a lot. It's just the way life is. Just the way people say that people address you the way you're dressed. It's as simple as that. The way you carry yourself is very important. The way you carry yourself, how many, I'm trying to look for a very simple example to use. So now let's say you stay in a place where you have neighbors, and your neighbor, they know you as someone who goes to work, come back to the house and stay inside, like she minds her business. Anything that will make, you see her relating to maybe a neighbor or talking too much. Now I'm not saying that if you're in a house you shouldn't talk to your neighbor. Of course, you need to talk to your neighbor. You need to know people that are around you in case of incasity, just for friendly reasons and safety reasons, right? So yeah, but they know that you're someone that, oh, you're friendly, you are approachable, right? But you are not the neighbor that goes to other neighbor to go and be doing amebo. Do you understand what I'm saying? You are not always in neighbor's house, gossiping about the other neighbors, or just being there doing nothing in particular, right? So when something comes up, they know which neighbor to go and meet. Is it the neighbor that goes to work? If they want to approach her and certain things, they know how to approach her because of the way she carries herself. She minds her business. She goes to what pays her, come back, anything she needs to contribute to the house or anything she does it, but you will never catch her sitting down and gossiping about people like neighbor B, right? So they know how to approach you, when you're like that. So the way you carry yourself is very important. I'm not saying be proud, because people can really misunderstand something, right? You don't have to be proud for people to respect you, but when you respect yourself, people will respect you. And the way you carry yourself is very important. It teach people how to communicate with you, how to talk to you, and how to treat you. It's as simple as that. The next one is the way you dress is a lot about you. I've seen a lot and thousands of video on TikTok now that people are coming out to say that the way you dress is very important. Let me tell you, the world that we stay in, or that we are in, is not, I will not say it's a fair word, but people will definitely judge you immediately they see you wearing something in some way. Because why? They'll feel like, maybe you're loose, or you're this, or you're that. Now, I'm not the one to say that the way you dress, says a lot about you. People can actually be a very good person, but they just like to show some skin. People are like that. But we're in a world where people will always address you the way that you address first, right? Before they now talk to you and say that, oh, this lady is not like that. Do you understand? So it's always very important. That's why the courage is very important with this. The way you dress, it goes hand in hand. So basic ethics is knowing how to dress. If you know, me in particular, I like ripped jeans, right? I just like them. I just feel like they're not boring. I don't wear ripped jeans to the bank. I hardly go to the bank, but anytime I'm going to the bank, I don't wear ripped jeans to the bank. I don't wear ripped jeans to certain places. The place you see me wear ripped jeans to, obviously, is maybe the market or a fun outing, and I just wear it. But you will never catch me wearing a ripped jeans to the bank, because number one, people at the bank are saucy. They can be really saucy, and the way you're dressed, we now allow them to talk the nonsense that is in their mouth outside. Now, I'm just giving you an example of that. I've never ever worn a ripped jeans to the bank before, and I will never will. Even when I'm just not ready, I don't think there's any time where I quickly went to the bank and come back, except maybe I'm going to use the ATM, right? But you never see me. Why? Because I want to be addressed nicely. Because if you go and address me anyhow, the day I actually lost it in the bank, I got home that day and I was like, okay, I think you and Banks, you guys are not friends. So I won't want them to address me anyhow. It doesn't really like tell that, oh, when you dress properly, they will address you nicely at the bank. No matter what, these bank people sometimes they can just be very saucy, right? But the ratio to them, you know, talking to you anyhow is very low the way you're dressed. So it just simply means know the place and the time and what to wear. That's like simply just it. So yeah. The next one is manners and attitude. Be polite. These are basic ethics, right? I personally will say that I like to be polite, right? And I like to have like good manners. I just like if I'm good morning, good afternoon. I just like to be nice, right? Because I feel like if you're being rude to me, I'm going to remind you that I wasn't rude to you. So why are you rude to me? Do you understand? I basically don't do things because of how people will treat me and all that, but I do things so that I can justify the fact that okay, when I came, I wasn't rude to this person, right? A basic feminine ethic is to have manners. There's no reason why you're rude, right? There's actually no reason why you're rude. I sometimes can talk with some form of authority, right? Because of the way I am, and it might sound like I'm rude to another person. I mentioned this in my last Twitter video, in case you've just seen it, where I was talking about relationship and all. I was talking about what do you bring to the table thing. I'm going to link it in my description box for you to see it. And I mentioned on there that I'm trying to work on my communication skills because I've come to understand that people misunderstand me a lot. I can be saying something and my tone is saying it harshly, right? I can be saying something and my tone is saying it in a very rude way, right? And it's something that I am basically working on because honestly, sometimes I say something and I don't mean it. You get so being having bad manners isn't something that is very feminine and it's not just etiquette. Like why you having bad manners. I just thought about that etiquette thing. I feel like I've been saying it wrongly since. But anywho, so be polite, have some manners, and don't be rude. Yeah. The next one is to be kind. Now there's a difference between you being kind and being nice. Being nice simply just means that you are doing things for people so that they will like you, so that they will praise you. But being kind comes from your soul. You're just a kind person. You don't think you need to do something for someone, you just do it, right? Being a kind person is one feminine ethic that you etiquette. I feel like I've been saying this thing wrongly since, but it's one feminine etiquette that you need to adapt, right? Be kind, don't be wicked for no reason. I remember there's a video I watched. I said, just be wicked for no, don't be wicked for a reason. Just be kind. If your man said you should do something, do it, right? If your mind, God, or the Holy Spirit, or your conscience, or something just telling you to just do something nice for someone, just do it. It doesn't take anything from you. And if there's one thing I've come to understand and realize is that whatever is in your mind that maybe God is putting in your mind is to do for someone or whatever you believe in, right? There's always a provision for it, right? So just be kind. You don't always have to do something for someone. The way you talk to people, the way you care for people is very, very important. Yeah. The next one is to be punctual. Me, I don't like being late. I don't like people being late. If we're supposed to meet up at this time, let's be that time, right? Because you and I sat down and agreed on this time. So please, why are you 5 hours late? No, let me even take it back a bit. Why are you 45 minutes late? Like I could spare 30 minutes, right? Because I'm like, okay, maybe this person didn't leave home on time, maybe there's traffic, right? Why are you 45 minutes late? Why are you an hour late? Why are you 2 hours late? That thing actually annoys me. Like, I just got to understand over time that I don't like being late and I don't like people keeping me being late. Why are you late? It doesn't really speak well of you. Let me tell you what it does. When you are late, you are indirectly telling the person that the person doesn't have something valuable to do with their time. That's simply what it means. And you are disrespecting the person's time. That's literally what it means. And you being late to the extent that you don't even text or you call, I'm sorry, I'm going to be a bit late, or please can you give me 1 hour, I'm going to be late. That's fair. But you're late for no reason and you come and you act like nothing is wrong. Why do people do that? Why do people do that? I have never really been late to things, but anytime I'm going to be late, I'm going to tell you, sorry, I'm running out of time, there's traffic or there's some. I always apologize being late because I know what it means. It simply just means that you feel like this person doesn't have better things to do with their time, so they wait for me. Being late, no, personally, is something that is really annoys me. I think it's one of my, I don't know what it's called, but I don't like it when people are late, and I don't like being late. In case you can hear any rumbling, it's actually my stomach. Yeah, it's hungry. But anywho, the next one is to keep to your words. Stop lying. Don't lie. I know they say fake it till you make it, or they say act like you have it when you don't ask it. Manifesting, I get it, but don't lie. If you say that you're something, be that thing. In fact, be that thing before you say that you are that thing. To me, that's like literally what it means. Show workings. Stop lying. Why are you lying? And always keep to your word. If you talk to someone about something and like, oh, let's do this and this and this and this. Okay, on my own part, I will do this. Keep to that word. Is a very beautiful feminine etiquette you need. Like, always keep to your word. Don't lie. Don't form what you're not. Nobody's going to beat you. That's like the joy of adulthood. Like, if you're doing something, there's no need for you to lie. If you cannot buy something, don't say that you can buy it, right? Keep to your word. If you say you're going to do something, stand by it. It's a very beautiful etiquette, feminine etiquette that we all need to tap into. If you know you said something, keep to your word and stand by it. That's why it's very important to always think about whatever it is that you want to say or whatever it is that you want to do. Why? Because at the end of the day, it's your word and you need to stand by it. So, yeah. The next one is to, I hope my mic is working. Yeah. The next one is to keep your phone down when you're in a gathering. Now, I know we're all in this, including me, right? But I think I am more on my phone when one, I'm shy, two, I'm bored. Yeah, you can actually be around people and be bored. It happens like that. And maybe three, I'm trying to escape, like talking to people or something, right? But a basic feminine etiquette is to put your phone down when people are talking to you. I'm gradually getting there, right? So put your phone down when you're in a gathering. Pay attention. If there's one thing I'm learning to do right now is to live in the moment. I think one thing that we actually do not know, but I know that we know, being on our phone robs of being present. Being present, sorry, it robs us of being present. Um, let's say you're in a family gathering and you're pressing your phone, you're missing so many gist that's going on about the family. And I know you can actually be pressing your phone and be gisting, but it's always very it speak good of you. It doesn't make the people around you or the person that is in that garden that you're with to feel like they are useless, right? So it's always very important to drop your phone. Please put it down. And not putting down upright. Let me use my phone case. Not putting it down upright because once a notification comes into, you're going to see it downwards. Like, yeah, let's be learning that. Yeah. The next one is to pay attention to your surroundings, which I spoke a bit about putting your phone down to be present. Now, you need to pay attention. If you go into a room, wow, sounds oh, sorry. If you go into a room, read the room. Once you enter, read the room. See, let me tell you guys something. Once people were talking about you before you come into a place, you will know there will be one awkward quietness, right? But when people don't also like you in a gathering, you will know. You will see it in their face. You will read the room. You will feel the energy. So it's always very important to pay attention to your environment. It simply just help you. In case people don't like you, you can just stand up and leave because you're reading the room. But once you don't read the room, you're just going to feel like nothing is happening, so let me stay. It's always very important as a female. It helps you so well, even just normally, especially with people that you have not been with before, right? So it's always very important for you to read the room. pay attention to your environment. Yeah. Next one is to educate yourself. Educate yourself in so many things. Now, I know the usual thing is to read to educate yourself, but it's not all of us that like to read. If I'm being honest, I really don't like to read. If you see me reading, is because maybe I'm trying to stay away from my phone, or maybe I'm forced to read that book or something, or I saw like a review online and people are going, "Oh, it's a beautiful book," then I read it, or like a self-help book or something, right? But if there's one place, I think I've mentioned this one before, that I've come to educate myself on certain things is movies. I watch Yoruba movies a lot, but I don't educate myself from there. I educate myself from American movies, right? I can tell you that 90% of the way I talk is from watching movies. Honestly speaking, it's actually from watching movies. My expressions actually from movies. So if you know you're not good with like reading books, you leave them. Some people like to read soft copy books. It's not me. I can't be reading on my book on my phone. Never. But some people like hard copy. I love hard copies because I feel like I can always go back to them. But movies, I learn a lot of. I basically might not learn a big grammar, right? But I learn how to speak from watching movies, American movies. My expressions, as I see, that's where I got everything from. I'm not going to lie, because I am a movie junkie. I watch movies a lot. So I don't just watch them because I want to learn, but because I watch them a lot, I end up seeing that I kind of talk like certain you know, let's say character or something. But point is, I learn a lot on how to speak for movies. Educating yourself in other things too, you can do that online, googling, researching, and all that. So yeah, the last but not the least one is to be gracious. Be a gracious woman. Have standards. Set boundaries. I think I'm going to do a whole video why you need to set boundaries. Or I have a video of that already on my channel. I'm going to check. You need to set boundaries. Oh, I keep saying that the last 3 years of my life has been like a very educative phase of my life. You need to set boundaries. Be a gracious woman. Don't be an envious one. There's there are two women in this life, the gracious one and the envious one. And the envious one envies a gracious woman. If you don't know what that means, maybe I'll do a whole video on it. But yeah, be a gracious woman. Set boundaries. Have healthy boundaries. Don't be rude to anybody. Nothing. Just be gracious. Yeah. So guys, come to the end of this video. I wasn't expecting videos to be this long, but yeah, please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. I really appreciate it. And please subscribe if you're not. Join the family in Haba. Please subscribe. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye y'all.